I can hear you, Prabhu. A little weak, but I can hear. How are you, Prabhu? Are you here in St. Louis? Haribol.
You are asking me, Prabhuji?
I thought that is Nadia Kishore, Prabhu. Can you hear me better?
Yes,
Baba, I'm driving now.
Oh, you are driving.
Yeah, another 1 hour I'll be there.
Oh, so almost closer.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Welcome, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Let me share. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayet Nastprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtiki He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanto Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye पंचकल्पातरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णविंद की जय समल भक्तविंद की जय हरे कृष्णा. So last Saturday we could not meet. Sorry for that. Something happened. Maharaj was here and then we had home program. So I had to go for the home program. So I could not do the class. But understand, you all are very mature devotee and you are not going to be upset. So thank you for that. Hari! 7 devotees are here on the call. Okay. So we are going to do introduction today. And Srimad Bhagavatam introduction is very big. It talks about Mahaprabhu's pastimes. It goes, really in detail. So what I have done here is that I basically have P1, P2, P3, P4, which means paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. We are not going to go through the entire introduction, but we look at some of the paragraphs and then essential teaching that is given in the para. So that's what we'll do. Okay. So I would like one of you to read. So let's start with this is introduction. I start with P1, and then after every paragraph, once you are done, please stop. Let's have some discussion before we move to the next one. So that's how we'll do it. So whoever would like to read, please go ahead, read it.
I can start, Prabhuji. Is it okay?
Yeah, I don't know. My thing is I cannot hear very. Okay, continue, Prabhu. I'll try to see if there is something here I can do.
P1. The conception of God and the conception of absolute truth are not on the same level. The conception of God indicates the controller, whereas the conception of the absolute truth indicates the samam samam bonam, or the ultimate source of all energy. This Srimad Bhagavatam designates the absolute truth or the samam bonam as the param satyam.
So the conception of God and conception of absolute truth are not the same. So God not necessarily means absolute truth. Sometimes God indicates the one who controls. So what is the word for the one who controls? Anybody can say? What is the word that normally Shastra or a scripture uses for the one who controls? Sadhguru Prabhu, what is that term? I'm picking you because you know scriptures.
Hare Krishna. No, Prabhuji. I was thinking, it came to my mind, Ham Sarvasya Prabhu Mata Sarvam
But
Pravartati.
what is the term? One word.
One word.
Yeah. Ishvara.
Iswara. Iswara, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Very good.
Ishvara Parama Krishna. So Ishwar is basically refers to the one who controls. So what is the meaning of absolute truth? Can you tell here?
It's a complete. It's a complete.
Yeah. And what you said is now applies here, Prabhu. Aham sarvasva prabhavo mat sarva pravartate. This is what it is. Sadhujanand Prabhu. So absolute truth, samam bonam, we also call it Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the source of all energies. So everything is emanating from that source. And that source is, what that source is? Param Satyam. So the very first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, Janmadiyasya ataha anevaditarthasarthesya avijñā surarthene brahma hridayadi kavi muhyanti yat suraya. That verse will give the definition of Param Satyam, the absolute truth. And who is that absolute truth? Who is that?
Krishna.
Krishna. Yes. So the first paragraph, Prabhupada is saying that Srimad Bhagavatam will give us the understanding. It will teach us who is Param Bhagwan, Param Satyam. And that Param Satyam is Krishna. So we'll see through the stories of Bhagavatam. Anything anybody has to share on that first part before we move to the next one?
So, Prabhuji, here the absolute truth from this paragraph is not is not in the control.
No, he's controller too. So we can have partial definition. Like for example, what's the name of your son?
Aniruddha.
So you are father of Anirudh. Is that all you are?
No.
Eh?
No.
Okay, let me ask somebody else. Manor Prabhu, who is this Sadhvanand Prabhu? Say something.
Hare Krishna Mat Prabhuji.
Yeah, who is Sadhvanand Prabhu?
Who is the absolute truth? Sorry.
No, Sadhbhujanand Prabhu. Say something about Sadhbhujanand Prabhu.
Shadbhujanand Prabhu is a pure devotee,
See?
as far as I know.
See, it's not only father of Anirudh Prabhu, right? You are pure devotee, he said.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Satya Prabhu, you can say anything about him?
He is one of the exalted devotees
He's
and
one of the exalted devotee.
very dear to his Guru Maharaj.
Very dear to his Guru Maharaj. See, these are the qualifications. Now, how you know that? Now, so see, you have more, definitions, more opulence than just being the father of your son, right? So that's what it is. It says that that all the sources of all energies, ultimate sources of all energy, see highlighted, it says indicates the summum bonum or the ultimate sources of all energy. So you are, everything that you can say, it will be within Krishna. Akhila Samrita Murti, right? Akhil, universal, Rasa, Melos, Murti, personification. So Akhil Rasa Amrita Murti, he is the personification of all the Melos.
So one question, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So we like a God and absolute truth. So we also call God, I mean, we use the term God to different demigods also. So like God Shiva, God, Ganesha, like that. So, and he's not, I don't know, controller word is kind of, or Ishwar, God, controller, Ishwar is the same term. It goes to all three synonyms.
More or less, sometimes not only to demigods also. Like when Maitreya Muni meets with Vidura, Vidura calls him Bhagwan. Bhagwan Vadena. Sukhani Karmani Karoti Loko. The living entities are working hard for happiness, but they end up getting suffering. Bhagwan Vadena. Oh, Supreme Controller, please tell us. Same thing, Narad Muni has also been at many places referred as Bhagwan. So Bhagwan could be also a word that you use in respect, to respect somebody. You are as good as, Bhagwan. You can, you will see in Shastra words like that. So that not necessarily means that he is the ultimate source of everything. Shastra would not say that he is the ultimate source of everything. Narad Muni is known as pure devotee of Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? So like that. So these terms you would see sometimes given to other personality, but that doesn't mean that he is absolute truth. That's why Prabhupada said that Krishna consciousness. Why not God consciousness? He said, no. It has to be very, very subjective. Krishna consciousness. Consciousness pertaining to Krishna. Okay, Prabhu?
Sure, Prabhuji. Yeah.
So
thank you.
next one we can read. Somebody can read.
I can read, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
The author of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Vyasadeva, first offers his respectful obeisances unto the Param Satyam, absolute truth. And because the Param Satyam is the ultimate source of all energies, the Param Satyam is the Supreme Person.
Yeah. So the very first verse, Janmadya Chataha, that verse is basically referring to the person, and we'll spend a lot of time. We'll be going through the verse word by word, trying to understand that very systematically, very carefully. Okay. So it says here that Param Satyam is the ultimate source of all energy. Same thing. Okay. And the Param Satyam is Param Satya Dhimahi, he will say in that verse. So Param Satyam, Param means ultimate, Satya means truth. Ultimate truth is the Supreme Person. And who is the Supreme Person? Krishna.
Krishna.
Okay. So next paragraph. See, it says here. Somebody read next one, please.
The words Janmadi Ashya suggest that the source of all production, maintenance, or destruction is the same Supreme Conscious Person. Even in our present experience, we can know that nothing is generated from inert matter, but inert matter can be generated from the living entity.
Yeah. So this word is Janmadi. Janm Adi. Janma, what is Janma?
Birth.
Production.
Birth, yeah, production.
Birth, yeah, production, birth. Yes, Prabhu, birth. So Janma Adi. So what is Adi? Maintenance and destructions. Right? So Janmadi, the word is Janmadi, etc. So Janmadi Yashya Ataha. So Supreme Personality of Godhead is the source of production, maintenance, and destruction. So who is the personification for production?
Maya Dikshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. So Krishna.
Right, but who is the person who is designated to produce? Brahma, right?
Brahma.
Lord,
Yeah. And who is the maintainer?
Lord Vishnu,
Vishnu. And who is the destructor?
Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva.
Okay, so what this says here? Janmadi Yasya suggests that the sources of all. So what does it tell you? The sources of?
Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh.
See here. Exactly. Can you believe that? Now, it was easy for you to go through sources of all production, maintenance. But when you say, who is production? Brahma. Who is maintenance? Lord Vishnu. Who is destruction? Lord Shiva. So the sources of Lord Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. So we see that in cantos of Bhagavatam, that Krishna is the source of Lord Brahma, and Krishna is the source of Vishnu also. So we have to understand that Krishna is Swayam Rupa. So this is very important term that we have to remember. Swayam Rupam, Swayam Rupa. The Swayam Rupa concept. This concept is predominantly given in Brahmada Gaurya Sampradaya. So you know who is Swayam Rupa? Can somebody tell who is Swayam Rupa?
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah,
Krishna.
Krishna, right? Krishna. Krishna is Swayam Rupa. So he has Prabha Prakash and Vaibhav Prakash. So Prabha Prakash and Vaibhav Prakash. I will just give you these three terms. So Swayam Bhagwan is Sri Krishna and his Prabha Prakash is Srimati
Radharani.
Radharani. And Vaibhav Prakash?
Baldev ji.
Yes. So Swayam Roop is Bhagwan Sri Krishna. He has Prabha Prakash and Vaibhav Prakash. And these three personalities are same, different, same Atma but different form, right? So originally, source of Lord Vishnu is Lord Balaram. Lord Balaram, spiritual world comes. Lord Balaram, material world comes. So he expands into a spiritual world as Mahavishnu, and then he takes the form of Karnodakshai Vishnu, and from that, he expands into the material world. So don't be surprised, okay? Don't be surprised when I said that source of Vishnu is Krishna. Don't be surprised. I just gave you the explanation that according to Mahaprabhu teaching to Sanatan, that's called Sanatan Siksha. Mahaprabhu personally told this to Sanatan Goswami. So there is no doubt Krishna himself is telling to Sanatan Goswami that that's how the creation has started. That's how this division goes. Who is who he's talking about. So Janmadhyasya suggests that the source of all production, maintenance, and destruction is the same supreme conscious person. And that is Swayamrupa, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Okay. It's very, very important to remember that. Okay, next one. Yeah.
Prabhuji, Swayam Ru, can I ask?
Swayam Rupa.
Yeah.
Swayam Rupa.
Rupa,
Rup means form.
yes,
Rup
yes.
hota hai na, Rup,
Yeah,
yes.
yes. I am getting that point, but trying to think through the meaning. Swayam Rup means I have my own.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what is this meaning of Swayam, right?
Yes, yes. So
Yeah. So Swayam is you also. Swayam is Anjan Prabhu also. Swayam is Abdullah Prabhu also. Manohar Prabhu also. Everybody is Swayam. Okay. But this Swayam is not ultimate Swayam. This Swayam is not ultimate. It's very short term Swayam. Only for short term. Okay. It is not for long term. It's only for, this life is spent and then Swayam is gone. You have no control. Okay. And Rupa is form. So Swayam Rupa means original form. So original form is the form of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. Because try to digest it, okay? So whenever there is a Pralaya, dissolution, and creation, at that time, this Vishnu expands, and then Vishnu contracts. Okay, so even the Vishnu form, like Kshirodakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, if the universe is created, then the Garbhodakshai Vishnu comes into the existence. But if universe is dissolved, then Garbhodakshai Vishnu is merging into Karnodakshai Vishnu. So even these Vishnu's forms, they are eternal, but in a particular universe, they come and go. Okay, but Swayam Rupa is Bhagwan Sri Krishna. So Swayam Rupa means original form, original personality. And the original personality is Sri Krishna. Is that okay, Prabhu?
yeah, and he remained original because.
And he remains like that. Yes, no change, nothing. 16 years youth, always. No change, nothing. Parlaya. In fact, Ekpad Vibhuti, Tripad Vibhuti. You've heard this term, right? 1/4 of the creation is material, 3/4 is a spiritual world. So on the top of the spiritual world, Golok Vrindavan never get distracted, nothing. It's eternal abode. And then the person who is eternally there is Swayam Rupa Bhagavan Sri Krishna.
Can I ask one more follow-up question, Prabhu?
Yeah, please.
So like Garbhodakshina Vishnu merge into the Karnodaksha.
Karnodaksha. Yeah.
From Karnodaksha is nothing Mahavishnu. From
Yeah.
there it's Balarama. I mean that's what the Prakash and so
Vaibhav Prakash. Yeah.
Bhava Prakash Balaramji. So this contraction or distraction goes up to what level? It goes to
Only up to the material world.
that's only the Mahavishnu level.
Only up to, yeah. Vaikuntha, there is no dissolution. Vaikuntha is eternal. Without kuntha, anxiety. No anxiety of death and birth. So Vaikuntha is also higher abode, eternal abode, where Mahavishnu resides. So anything below is going to destruct. But even Brahman and effulgence, as long as Bhagwan is there, his effulgence is there, right? So if Krishna is eternal, his effulgence is eternal. And his effulgence is Brahman. So those are eternal. Those does not get changed. Okay. But there are different mood. So even somebody who is aspiring to go to Vaikuntha, they become eternal. Nothing harm. But in Vaikuntha, the mood is Aishwarya. And Acharya says that devotee should approach Krishna in Madhurya Bhav. So to answer your question, only material world had this concept of contraction. Contraction does not apply to a spiritual world. Is it okay?
Got it, Prabhuji. So Madhurya Bhav is just for material world.
No, Madhurya is for Golok Vrindavan.
Okay, oh God, look at them.
And
And for
Aishwarya is for Vaikuntha.
yeah, got it, Prabhuji. Okay.
Yeah. So Lord Vishnu is worshipped in awe and reverence. Awe and reverence. But Krishna is worshipped in Madhurya. Gopis don't think that, it's Krishna. Ordinary man, coward boy, so much love. If you love somebody, like, example could be given husband and wife. Husband could be very big man, everybody is respecting, but wife will say, oh, I know him. Right? Sadhguru Prabhu is laughing. So that's true. Wife will take, oh, Prabhu has this problem, that problem. Okay. Good. Thank you. Please, next one. Read next one. In the modern age.
In the modern age, the Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached the Srimad Bhagavatam by practical demonstration. It is easier to penetrate into the topics of the Srimad Bhagavatam through the medium of Sri Chaitanya's causeless mercy. Therefore, a short sketch of his life and precepts is inserted herein to help the reader understand the real merit of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah. So Srimad Bhagavatam, it says here that one can understand through Mahaprabhu only. Okay. So Mahaprabhu is Bhakta himself. He manifested Chirakale Kare. It's been long time since I have performed the devotional service of myself. To fulfill that desire, Mahaprabhu appeared. In fact, Monday is Gaur Purnima. So it's nice to talk about, Mahaprabhu. So by the mercy of devotee only, one can understand opulence of Srimad Bhagavatam. And then after this discussions of Mahaprabhu's appearance and all of, in fact, introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam is good summary of Chaitanya Charitamrita. How many of you know that? If you don't know it, know that for now, from now, make a note that if you want to read the summary of Chaitanya Charitamrita, and if you have no time, read the introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam. You will know the entire pastime very nicely. I love that introduction section because it gives a very detailed summary of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Prabhupada wrote the introduction. Prabhupada is saying that practically the teaching of Bhagavatam was taught to us by Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu is a personal apane. What is that verse? Apane acharane Prabhu jagat sikhaye. By his character, his teaching to the entire universe. So that's what it is. By his character, is teaching to the entire mankind. So Mahaprabhu's personal life is exemplification of teaching that is presented in Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why Srila Prabhupada is giving us a short sketch of Mahaprabhu's pastimes. So from here, you will hear about Mahaprabhu. Yes, somebody read from next part.
Can I read, Prabhu?
Yeah, please.
It is imperative that one learn the Srimad Bhagavatam from the person Bhagavatam. The person Bhagavatam is one whose very life is Srimad Bhagavatam in practice. Since Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the absolute personality of Godhead, he is both Bhagavan and Bhagavatam in person and in sound. Therefore, his process of approaching the Srimad Bhagavatam is practical for all people of the world. It was his wish that the Srimad Bhagavatam be preached in every nook and corner of the world by those who happen to take their birth in India.
Yeah. So I would like to ask you, what is the meaning of Bhagavatam? What are different types of Bhagavatam, Who can answer?
I think Srimad Bhagavatam is one.
Yeah, which is book Bhagavatam. And then what is another Bhagavatam?
Bhakta,
Devotee Bhagavad
devotees.
Bhakta.
Yeah. So there are two types of Bhagavatam. Book Bhagavatam and Mataji said person Bhagavatam. Okay. So Bhagwan, book Bhagavatam and person Bhagavatam. Okay. So Bhagwan is Krishna. Okay. And who is book Bhagavatam? Shastra. Srimad Bhagavatam is Bhagavatam. Other scriptures are book Bhagavatam. And person Bhagavatams are devotees. And in this case, Mahaprabhu himself. So Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan and Mahaprabhu is Bhagavatam also. Right? Say yes or no.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So he says that it is imperative that one learn the Srimad Bhagavatam from the person Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam here is book Bhagavatam. Okay? And we learn this Srimad Bhagavatam from person Bhagavatam. So who is this person Bhagavatam?
Mahaprabhu.
Mahaprabhu. Yeah. Whose life is practice of Srimad Bhagavatam. So these three things you remember: Bhagwan, book Bhagavatam, and person Bhagavatam. Bhagwan, Bhagavatam, and Bhakti. Can you remember these three things?
Yes,
Bhagwan, Bhagavatam, and Bhakti. So what this Bhagwan and Bhagavatam have relationship. What are the relationship between Bhagwan and Bhagavatam? What is the relationship? Bhakti. So what we learn through Srimad Bhagavatam, as a book Bhagavatam or person Bhagavatam, what we learn?
Bhakti.
Ah. So what connects between Bhagwan and Bhagavatam?
Bhakti.
Bhakti.
There is no other connection, my dear devotees. There is no other connection. So that's very important to understand. The connection between Bhagwan and Bhagavatam, which is person devotee also, is only bhakti. So we are connected to Krishna only by bhakti. There is no other connection. Your height, your wealth, your length, your beauty, your intelligence, your all other attractive thing. I think this is very important for me also. I need to meditate a little bit on this. There is no other connections to Bhagwan. Only connection is bhakti. Bhaktyama Vijanati, Krishna says. My devotee knows me. Jnani, he doesn't say Jnani Mama Vijanati, Karmi Mama Vijanati, or Niskam Karmi Yogi Mama Vijanati. Nothing. He just says Bhaktya Mama Vijanati. Only Bhakta knows me. So Bhakta knows through what? What is the means of knowing Bhagwan? Bruce? Bhakti. And that bhakti is taught to us by whom? Bhagavatam.
Bhagavat.
Yeah. Person Bhagavatam. So can you give one of the example of the person Bhagavatam who has huge impact on our life?
Prabhupada.
Exactly. So what Prabhupada is teaching? Giving us the bhakti. And what does bhakti does? Connect with Bhagwan. People don't understand these things. The importance, that's why if you understand these terms, then you'll have respect for Guru and for devotee. Because they are giving you Bhagwan. Nothing can be higher gift than Bhagwan, right? Is there something else that could be higher than Bhagwan, Prabhus?
No.
Nothing. Nothing. There is nothing. Nobody can give you any bigger gift than Lord Himself. Okay? Okay. So please read the next one.
Srimad Bhagavatam is the science of Krishna,
Jai.
the absolute personality of Godhead, of whom we have preliminary information from the text of the Bhagavad Gita. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said that anyone, regardless of what he is, who is well versed in the science of Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, can become an authorized preacher or preceptor in science of Krishna.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said that. Please listen this carefully. Anyone. So anyone does not, right now there is a lot of discussion going on Vaishnavi Diksha Guru, right? Do you all know that oh my gosh, I'm being recorded. There is ban on Vaishnavi Diksha Guru. Women cannot be Diksha Guru. Okay. But we living in Western world, we think that what is the difference between men and women? If they have all the qualities and if they are doing everything, then why body should be differentiation between their qualification? If everything else is same, that's their qualification. Why body has to be the means of seeing who is qualified, who is not qualified? So Vaishnavi can be also as qualified as Vaishnava. Okay. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, anyone, doesn't matter who they are, regardless of what he is. If he is well versed in science of Krishna, Jai Krishna Tattva Veta Se Guru Haya. Right, Manohar Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Yeah. Who is Guru? The one who knows the Tattva, Krishna Tattva.
Yeah.
And
Chaitanya
where,
Mahaprabhu.
Yes.
Chaitanya
And where we
Mahaprabhu
have,
accepted Rupa Goswami, who was a Muslim actually.
yeah, yes, many examples. Thank you, Prabhu. Right. So we should not, differentiate people based upon their body. Women can also be very good in a very elevated Krishna conscious person. Okay. As long as they know the essence of Krishna consciousness. We don't put a lot of restrictions, okay, on personalities.
Yeah, he has
Only
also
with
said
the
that, Prabhuji,
yeah.
यारे देखा तारे कहा कृष्णोपदेश
जाड़े देखा
हमारा
तारे कहा कृष्णा
उपदेश
उपदेश.
हमारा आज्ञा गुरु होना है ये. So
Yeah, हमारे आज्ञा गुरु होया तारे ये देश. जाड़े देखा तारे कहा कृष्णा उपदेश. Yeah. So, Prabhu, want to tell you one story in Mataji's. Mahaprabhu was asked, who is Bhagavatam? You know what was the answer he gave? Can somebody help me understand? He gave three types of answer. You know what are the answer?
Bhagavatam is Science of Krishna. That's one.
Uh-huh.
It's Science of Krishna. That's one answer.
Yeah. So first answer, Manoj, Prabhu, you know the story?
When he was taking sannyas at that time, or
Yeah, he was asked that, this Atma Ramasya Munyo Nirganthi Urukurme Kurvante Hetu Bhakti Etam Gun Bhutohari. In that verse, who is Atma Ram and who is Muni? The definition is given 61 explanations. So in that context, I think this discussion comes that who is Bhagavatam. So first, even if one had chanted the name of Krishna once, they are Bhagavatam. Even once. So you go on, we go on Harinam. Last night we were on the Harinam. Weather was very nice. So many people came. And one Mataji came, African American devotee. She was playing Mridanga with me. And she says, can you play music so that I can understand how this Hare Krishna Mahamantra goes? So I said, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. She said, oh, I understand now. She started singing. I was playing Mridanga, I couldn't record. I said, I want to record it, but unfortunately I cannot because I'm the only one playing Mridanga also. She said, oh, it's very nice, I like it. So the account opened. She might not be coming to temple. She's not here, okay? So this type of preaching, teaching, please keep on doing, okay? If anybody wants exposed to name of Krishna, they are Bhagavatam. That's what Mahaprabhu said, okay? So Harinam is very powerful. Then he said, who else are Bhagavatam? The one who always chant the name of Krishna. The one who is knower of Krishna Tattva, they're all the time chanting Krishna, 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 Krishna. They are Bhagavatam. And then the third one, he said that just by looking at that person, if you remember Krishna, then that person is Bhagavatam. So these three definitions are given: Kanishta, Madhama, and Uttama. Kanishtas, even one had chanted the name of Krishna, they are Bhagavatam, but they are the Bhagavatam of Kanishta Adhikari. Kanishta Adhikari. But the one who is chanting name of Krishna all the time is Madhama Adhikari. But the person who is so Krishna conscious, he is chanting name of Krishna, he is always doing Krishna conscious activity. Look at his dress, look at his walking, look at him. Just looking at him, this is Krishna's man. Prabhupada said that, Mahaprabhu said that this is Uttamaadhikari. He will not say anything. He will just merely presents, just he will come and he will know, oh, this is Krishna's man. Everybody looking at Prabhupada said that Prabhupada was sent by Krishna. Krishna Senapati, right? You know that, right? Everybody said that this is, this person is sent by Krishna. Okay. So, who is well versed in science of Krishna, Kanishta, Madhma, and Uttama, they all, according to Mahaprabhu's, are Bhagavatam. And they can preach. So don't worry, you don't have to have the Uttamadhikari or you don't have to be the Madhyamadhikari. Even if we are not very strong in our Krishna consciousness, we should preach. Whatever we know, Jare dekhe tare kaho Krishna Upadesh. Whatever I know, whatever knowledge I have, I'm happily going to share it with full enthusiasm. And that will change. That will change people. That will make people Krishna conscious. Okay, P7.
P7. I can read. There is a need for the science of Krishna in human society for the good of all suffering humanity of the world. And we simply request the leaders of all nations to pick up this science of Krishna for their own good, for the good of the society, and for the good of all the world's people.
Yeah, this is very powerful concluding statement. So there is a need for the science of Krishna in human society. See here, Prabhupada very strongly saying that this is the need. Krishna consciousness is, they say that NAC, right? Need, NIC, need, interest, and concern. Have you heard about it? No. Yeah, we have to always be cautious about these three things: need, interest, and concern. What is need of the people? What is the interest? So our preaching, when we are preaching to the people, we should be aware with these three things. What are the need? What is the interest and what is the concern? So what is the need? Like for example, this crowd. The need of this crowd is that you want to, this group is that you want to study Srimad Bhagavatam. That's your interest also. But concern is that you don't want to hear something that is not Krishna conscious. You don't want to spend too much of your time hearing the subject that is not Krishna conscious. So I should not be talking stuff that is not Krishna conscious, because you are not signed up for this course to hear about, Iran being bombarded and this being bombarded and the association is sometimes a little bit to give the example, but that's not your interest. That's your concern. Okay. Your need is that you want to learn Srimad Bhagavatam, right? So always be interested with need, interest, and concern of the person. That way you can very efficiently communicate. What is the need of the people? What is the interest of the people? What is their concern? So Prabhupada said that, very beautiful example, that said that you go in a shauchalayam, restroom, and try to light a stick and put the stick there and think that this whole place would have fragrance of stick, incense, and not the stool smell. Impossible. Okay. There's no way that you can make that filthy place fragrant by using the incense. So Krishna has very clearly said that this is place of dukhalayam or shashvatam. Dukhalayam means place of suffering, and asasvatam means temporary. It's not for long term, but it's place of suffering. So Prabhupada said that what is the other definition we are looking for? There is no other definition. If Krishna says, and this is very important, if Krishna says Aham Sarvasva Prabhu, if Krishna says that this place is Dukhalayam and Saswatam, then where is doubt? And people have doubt. They think that, oh, this is the place where we can be very happy, or this is the place where we can make, multi-story building, and we can have millions and billions of dollars and all the opulences for happiness. But that's just lighting an incense in the filthy place, thinking that the incense is going to give me the fragrance. This place will become fragrant. Impossible. So that is the example to understand this statement. Prabhupada says, our acharyas have said that Krishna consciousness is the need of the society. Why? There is a pin prick in the very, beginning, in the preface. We said, Prabhupada is saying that there is a pin prick. This pin prick is very powerful statement. You have a big balloon, big balloon, very colorful balloon. It has, so much, attractive photography and artwork. It's very attractive, but there is a pinprick. What that pinprick is doing is that it appears very attractive, but slowly and slowly it's collapsing. But said this whole look at the flag that they have in the United Nations. So many flags, 180, 185 flags, different country, different boundary, different region. They are fighting to each other, on the name of country, on the name of boundary, on the name of religion. Islam is killing, Hindu is killing Islam. Christian is this, that, all of that. Prabhupada said, false ego. Na utpadate yadiratim sarme vahi kevalam. Yeah. So one may think that, what this man Ramacharya does is like crazy, but they don't know that this craziness will help me. This craziness will protect me because Krishna will protect me. It's my faith that Krishna will guide me. All other protection will go away, vanquish. This craziness is very much needed. It's very important that we become mad. I was talking to Chandrasekhar Swami Maharaj, and I told him, Maharaj, you and I are working very hard on this project. What happens if it fails? That was my statement. Maharaj, both of us are working very hard. Chandrasekhar Swami Maharaj, disciple of Srila Prabhupada. What happens if this project fails? That you and I, both of us are meeting on every Friday, hours and hours, and we talk. You know what Maharaj said? Maharaj said, number one, that there is no waste of time in Krishna service. You don't waste time. So don't think that, we are wasting time or anything that we are doing for Krishna. It's waste of our time. No, he says there is no waste. Every bit of time is valued and rewarded. Okay, that's number one statement. Number two, he said there is no success or no fail. You don't success or you don't fail in Krishna consciousness. Okay, so don't always prepare for getting success. Why? Because it's Krishna service. It's bhakti, it's means and goals. Whatever you are doing right now, that is the means. We are teaching, we are starting Srimad Bhagavatam, but the goal is also that Nityam Bhagavat Sevayam. All the time we, study Bhagavatam. And last thing he told me was be very humble, be extremely humble and cool-headed. He said cool-headed, completely calm down, be cool-headed. He said not let other people impact your consciousness. If it's lower consciousness, don't even let it come to you. Don't worry for anything. This three statement Maharajji gave me. He just told. So right away I captured it and said, Maharaji, you didn't even know we were working on something, but you gave me very profound statement today, Maharaji. And these are the three things he told. Maharaji said it was not the plan. Since you were a little bit concerned about success of this project, I just ended up telling you. So that affirmed that Srila Prabhupada wanted me to understand this thing three things very carefully, because I was meditating upon these three things and Maharaj ended up telling. Okay, so there is no waste of time in Krishna consciousness. There is no success or failure, and do not worry. Always stay cool-headed and perform your devotional service. Material world will create distraction for you. They will create that their consciousness. They will come towards you. Don't worry. Don't worry. So Prabhupada is saying that the human society need it. See how crazy they have become. What type of crazy thing is going on around the place, and all of happening because they have forgotten Krishna. They have everything, but they have forgotten Krishna. So Krishna consciousness is the need of the society. These two very important statements, pinprick and the need. Krishna consciousness is the need of human society. We are all part of the human society. So it doesn't matter where we have taken the birth, what color, creed, caste we have. Krishna consciousness is our need. And then after that, there is a beautiful discussion about the Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. Okay. So with that, I would like to give a pause and hear if there is any concerns, any questions, anything before we are completely shifting the topic now and getting into different topic. So I would like to give a pause and see if there is any realization, any questions, anything anybody would like to do before we move to the next one. Please feel free to share if you have anything.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have a question. So the
Yeah.
difference between Bhagavat, VAT and VAD, I often get it confused. And with also person name like Bhagavat, VAT.
Also, it
Are,
says that like Bhagavad, Bhagavad, right?
yeah,
And Bhagavad, VAT.
yeah.
You know, Prabhu, Bhagavad, and Bhagavad. There are two terms. Okay. So Bhagavad, Bhagavad is more towards Bhagwan. Bhagavad. Vad means, the one who talk. Vad, Vadami. Bhagavad. Bhagavad Gita. Gita that was spoken by Lord Himself. That is Bhagavad, Vad,
Okay.
Vadami, Vad Dhatu. And Vatam is book, Vatam, the one who holds, the one who holds, the book holding the knowledge, right? So but it's same word, Prabhu. If you are asking me, it's basically the same word, but if you be a little bit more technical on that, then that's how you see. Okay. The divine instruction that is spoken by Lord, that is Bhagavad Gita. And divine instruction that is encapsulated in the form of book, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay,
Okay,
Prabhu?
Prabhu, yeah. Yeah, that helps. Thank you.
That's how you have to see. So anything else on anything that we have discussed, even from preface?
So, Prabhuji, on the same topic, like
Yeah.
so there are three types of Bhagavatam. Like
Two types of Bhagavatam. Book Bhagavatam, person Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
And Bhagavatam is in the last class, I think you mentioned about it. It's a transcendental science. I mean, essence of transcendental science to know about Krishna,
Yeah.
to get to know about the relationship with Krishna, and to serve to the Krishna.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is called Bhagavatam. Now, when we talk someone like a person as a Bhagavatam, how these three any kind of terminology is used and applied to the person. Like you took the example of three types, I mean, Kanishta, the devotees, Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttama.
So Bhagwan is Vastu Nirdesh. He is why we are studying Srimad Bhagavatam? For objective. That's called Vastu Nirdesh. And that Vastu Nirdesh is Bhagwan. Okay. So object of, you do the churning and grinding, right? So if you grind, then you get the butter, right? So object of grinding is butter. So likewise, object of studying Srimad Bhagavatam is knowing the person Bhagwan. And that is Vastu Nirdesh. Okay. And other two topic is Bhagavatam. So how to the content that is about Bhagwan is in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Grantha Avatar, Krishna personally incarnated as Srimad Bhagavatam. So in fact, book Bhagavatam is, in fact, Ekale Krishna Arasava Bharaya. It's all Krishna only. But I don't want to talk like that so that it feel like that, it's becoming a little bit Mayavadi. But book Bhagwan, book Bhagavatam is Bhagwan. Bhagwan is Bhagwan himself, and Bhagavatam is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and other exalted devotee. They are parts of Krishna. Okay, so in fact it's Krishna only to Krishna, from Krishna to Krishna. There is nobody here. Okay, but for our understanding, we say that there are three things. You have a Bhagwan, you have book Bhagavatam, and you have a person Bhagavatam. So out of these three things, this person Bhagavatam is extremely important. This person Bhagavatam, Guru Govind do khare kaake lage paye, Balihari Guru aapne Govind diye bataya. Have you heard that? This is Kabir Das statement. So he says in the Guru and Govind, Guru is Guru, a spiritual master, Govind is Bhagwan. Do khare, both of them are standing. Who should we worship first? Who should we worship first? You know? Can you
Guru.
tell? Huh?
Guru.
Guru,
Guru.
yeah. People come sometimes comes and tell me, you give too much weightage to Srila Prabhupada. I say, because Srila Prabhupada is the one who told me who is Krishna. I don't know Krishna. I have no relationship with Krishna, but one person I can relate to is His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, Acharya, I can correlate to Manohar Prabhu very easily. I know him. I can correlate to Sadhujana Prabhu. I know all of you. You are carrier of Krishna's bhakti. So through you, I can know Krishna. Okay. So we never know Krishna unless and until we have Bhagavatam, person Bhagavatam. So person Bhagavatam teaches about original Bhagavatam using the book Bhagavatam. But in reality, it's all about Bhagwan only. Satya Prabhu. So that's how it is. All of these three elements are extremely important. All of them are extremely important. But person Bhagavatam is very important because all of us are becoming devotee by person Bhagavatam, not by book Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam was there too. Bhagwan Krishna has been here. People have been coming and going. But we all are trying to be devotee of Krishna by a person Bhagavatam, by Srila Prabhupada, by our Guru Maharaj, right?
Yeah.
So Guru Maharaj and Guru takes precedence in this process. Devotee takes precedence. In the Patpadaska Guru is very ordinary person. We don't give the value. But that person is the most important person in our life. The one who said that, can you come with me? We'll go to Hare Krishna temple. That person is the most important person in your life. Never forget that person. Sometimes we, give the importance to everything else that comes later and forget the very first person who said that, Prabhu, what are you doing on the weekend? Why don't you go to Hare Krishna temple? And they take you to Hare Krishna. That person is extremely, everything begins from there. So I just want to tell you that these three things are basically Bhagwan only. It's talking about Bhagwan is related to Bhagwan, but person Bhagavatam has a special role in this whole trigonal. Follow-up questions, Satya Prabhu.
That's a destination. Finally.
Yeah, Bhagavatam is Bhagwan is the destination by the mercy of book Bhagavatam through or with the help of book Bhagavatam.
Got it, Prabhuji.
So we have to go to Bhagwan by inspiration of Bhakta through the process of Bhakti. So Bhakti is where? In the books, Srimad Bhagavatam, and in the heart of devotee.
Prabhuji, thank you for giving that nice example towards the end about the three lessons he gave. Chandrasekhar Maharaj.
Yeah,
And so there's no waste and there is no success or failure. There is nothing in devotional service. There is nothing called uh, waste of time,
yeah.
and there's no success or failure. And we need to be always be humble and cool.
Yeah.
So very nice. So
In
when,
fact,
yeah.
since you said that, I get bombarded a lot, okay?
Mhm.
And sometimes I get impacted by it. Then one day I was reading, Prabhupada's Mood and Mission book. And that
Mm.
Prabhupada personally instructed. He gave instruction to one of the temple president. He said, never leave what you are doing. But never get bewildered. Be cool headed, he said. Be cool headed.
Mm.
Completely cool. If you get warm, that means you are thinking that I am the doer. But you are not the doer. Krishna is the doer. Now, through you, Krishna will get everything done. Don't worry. Be cool headed. And Maharaj said the same thing. So I said, oh my gosh, it's coming from Prabhupada, by the way.
Mhm.
Sorry, please
Mhm.
continue.
No,
Yes.
because when you gave the example of putting one agarbatti in a latrine and we'll say, okay, what is the effect of that? Nothing. What we
Yeah,
did we
nothing.
do?
Just for some time, little bit, it will make you feel like there is some fragrance. As long as
Right.
this stick is lighting on, there is some smoke moving around. But that's only for short term. Yes, Prabhuji.
So to me, it appeared like whatever devotional service we do for, especially like book distribution or anything like that, what effect it is going to make. Uh, it's like lighting a karbatti in a bathroom kind of thing. Is it like that?
Book distribution?
Yeah.
No, Prabhu. So again, Krishna has, since you asked this question, Krishna has two Shakti, Antarang Shakti and Bahirang Shakti, right?
Mm.
So Prabhuji, one thing I humbly would like to tell you, that you going to office or you staying in the house or you walking on some street of Minneapolis, as long as action is related to Krishna, you are taking shelter of Antarang Shakti, not the Bahirang Shakti.
Mhm.
So book distribution is completely Antarang Shakti.
Mm.
Person cooking in the kitchen has completely taken the shelter of Antarang Shakti,
Mm.
Krishna's internal potency.
Mm.
So these are not external Bahya activity. Devotional service is 100%. That's why Maharaj is saying that there is no waste of time. Why? Because whatever you are doing as a devotion to Krishna. So where is the waste of time? You are doing devotion. Although you are, talking here, planning something, writing something, talking something, sending something over the phone, it's all bhakti. And all of that is under Antarang Shakti. Okay, Prabhuji? So that's how it is. You should do with full enthusiasm. Full enthusiasm. The body has restrictions. Okay, Prabhuji? Body will tell you that it's better to sleep. Get up. If you are sleeping, you are with Bahirang Shakti. But once you get up and I'm going to go to temple, take shower and getting into the car and drive, Antarang Shakti. Bhakti, it's all bhakti, devotional service. Mare Krishna, Rakhe Krishna Mare ke. Prabhu, you will stay in a big palace with all the luxury. Krishna wants to take you out, he will take it out like this, and you will be limping, somehow or other not able to ring the bell. But if Krishna wants to breathe, you will breathe. People don't understand this secret. Prabhupada said that if you want to be number one Mayavadi, you take the process of bhakti. He said, sorry, this is, I can show you, if you want to be number one materialistic person, take shelter of Krishna because you will be under the guidance of Krishna. So this book distribution, Harinam Sankirtan, or any association of sadhu, it's not part of the material activity. It's antarang shakti, it's internal activity. Okay, Prabhuji?
Yeah, no, that is correct. Thank you for underscoring that. So why was that example given, Prabhuji? I didn't get then.
The example was given that doesn't matter how hard you try,
Mhm,
the nature of this place is to smell.
mhm.
So don't waste your time trying to make this place fragrant. Rather, whatever it
I
is,
see.
take that
Mhm,
and
mhm.
move,
I
work
see.
in
I
parallel.
Okay.
So we can waste our time making our material life very comfortable.
Mhm,
I want this, I want that, I have my desire is fulfilled. Now I want my son to be doctor, my daughter to be doctor, and they when they are doctor, I want to make sure that they have a big house, they have a big car. All of that if you keep on doing and your life is gone, right? Rather,
mhm.
ho gaya, whatever, tabyat divya vastu tubhya samarpaya. My dear Lord, you have given me everything. Now let me utilize that. Utilize the principle. How can I use this in your service? Right? So
Mhm.
that's the message here. Thank you for
I see.
asking.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you. Thank you for.
don't get consumed into
Mhm,
solving the problem of the material life. That's the point I
mhm.
was trying to make.
I
Rather,
see.
come out of it and
Oh,
do something with, even if there is some problem. I understand, this place, I will have problem, the I'm getting old, the age, the disease, all of that will be there. Who's gonna worry? However long I can breathe, I'm going to serve Krishna. That's the message.
mhm,
Rather trying to fix the problem, of having the stick there so that it smells good, I can stay here. No, don't worry for that. Do something that is more important.
mhm.
That was the intent, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Oh,
Prabhu.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Yeah. As Manohar Prabhu said, I think that those are 3 points. Point mentioned is really related, and that is really inspiring. So I'm also trying to repeat that. So success, no failure, no success in Krishna consciousness, and be humble and cool-headed. And third one also very interesting. Don't let others' consciousness affect your consciousness. It is
Yeah.
very instructive because once in the morning, once we are done with our devotional service, whatever we do, Harati and chanting and everything, once we come to the material world, we have to interact with the different kinds of people. That would you know, it may affect our consciousness, how we should be having that invisible shield, not to be affected by consciousness, either by words or actions, which is very important. We should not be influenced by so much with that. So that is very instructive, Prabhuji. Thank you for sharing that. And one more thing, just I want like to summarize. Of course, I'm repeating myself. So Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttama. So Kanishta is the one, at least he chanted Krishna's name once. He can be considered as
Yeah,
a
he knows Krishna,
Krishna. And second one
but
is,
his faith is not firm.
yeah,
He's not too much aware with the sastric understanding. But he knows that Krishna is Supreme Personality of God. That is the
yeah.
meaning here.
So the command Madhyama is the always chanting, because he has the now in this class we have given very simple definition. So just I'm trying to connect that. So second one is Madhyama is always chanting the
Yeah,
Krishna's
he knows the scriptures. He knows the nature of this material world. He's aware with all of these things. So he takes shelter of Krishna.
Krishna. And
So
the third one
he has,
is,
so Madhyama here is basically completely under the shelter of Krishna.
and the Uttama is by
And
simple.
Uttama is, he's so much into Krishna consciousness. I mean, he's always remembering Krishna, he's always chanting Krishna, but he is very, very, compassionate. His presence itself, like sadhu, even devotee comes, right? You'll see that, if we were at the airport, we all are there, but there were some people, in a different turban, right? And looking at that, you'll say this person from the BAPS, right?
Yep.
And if you see one sannyasi going into the, on the airport, everybody is there, but everybody will say, oh, this person is from Krishna consciousness. It's gone, right?
Yeah.
So just by looking at that person,
He's chanting the
everybody
Krishna's.
remembers. Yeah, exactly. So he's like, inside and outside, completely colored in bhakti.
By his presence itself, he makes even no need to be talking also.
Now his presence
Like
itself
his
make people
presence
Krishna
itself makes.
conscious.
So yeah, very nice to put that way. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Prabhuji, on Uttama Dikari is in a spontaneous love with the Krishna.
Prabhu, yeah.
Right. Uttama Dikari, he will be always in a spontaneous love with the Krishna.
Yeah. Madhma has also the love for Krishna.
But does not have the spontaneous love.
The difference is that Sunichaiva Sopakecha Pandita Samadarshina. The Uttama Adhikari does not have, he does not distinct. It does not have the quality of, having distinction among the living entity. He sees everybody, Sunichaiva Sopakecha Samadarshina. He's seeing everybody is engaged in devotional service. No criticism, nothing. Everybody is fully engaged. But Madhma Adhikari, although he's very high Krishna conscious, but Prem, Matri, Daya, Upeksha. He has the capacity to know who is very Krishna conscious. And if somebody is very Krishna conscious, then he will have respect for him. If somebody is of his cadre, like most of us are of the same cadre, then you'll have the friendship. Okay. And if somebody is innocent, not knowing Krishna, but innocent, then he would have compassion. He will say, why don't you come to my Bhakti Sastri and Bhakti Vriksha course? Why don't you come to, Hare Krishna temple? Why don't you, because he would know that this person does not have envy. But if somebody is envious of Krishna, atheist, who is Krishna? I don't like, he does this, talking bad thing about devotee and Krishna. Upeksha, he'll say, get out of here. So sometimes upeksha is sastric injunctions also. In the material application, people don't understand that. But you have a right to reject certain thing which you cannot accept in your certain situations. That's Madhma Adhikari does that. Okay, so Madhma Adhikari does this Prema Maitri Daya Upeksha, but Uttama Adhikari, no, he will see that, oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, everybody is devotee. He would not see who is devotee, who is not a devotee. He himself will think, I'm so fallen, and he'll think everybody else is powerful devotee. See how nicely they are situated in Bhakti of Krishna. So that Uttama Adhikari, very, very high. So Uttama Adhikari, he's so high that he doesn't see the opportunity of preaching. He thinks that everybody is already exalted. So he has to come down to Madhmadhikari to have these distinctions. Premati Daya Upeksha. That's why we say, I'm giving a little bit more. That's why we say that Uttama cannot preach. Why he cannot preach? Uttama doesn't see any problem. Okay, like Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj. Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj would be staying in a filthy place. I just don't pull me out. I don't want to give you. I'm okay. Nothing. No, I'm just chanting Name Krishna. You all are so exalted. So it's like that, Prabhu. There are some distinctions between Uttama and Madhya. Okay. There are multiple definitions given, and there are multiple perspectives by which you give these definitions. Sometimes based upon the Shastric understanding, sometimes based upon their sense control, sometimes based upon their respect for the living entity. There are different way, these adhikaris are defined. Okay, Prabhu. But I just gave you one definition in terms of the respect.
Got it, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Are you clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So should we adjourn here or anything else anybody has? Okay, if there is nothing, then let us adjourn here. Vanch kalpataru bhesha kripa sindhu vayavasya patitanam pavaneve vaishnavevyo namo namaha anant koti vaishnavin ki jai. Assemble Bhaktavind ki jai. I'll see you all next Saturday. Okay, thank you.
Haribol.
Please keep on doing your homeworks. Okay,
Homework where it is, Prabhu?
Mataji will send. Bimla Mataji
Okay.
will send. If
Okay.
not, then I'll work with her. I'm very busy, so
Okay.
Mataji is helping me. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your
Thank
kind
you.
help.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. I'll see you all
Hare
next
Krishna.
Saturday. Okay. Hare
Haribol.
Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. Haribol.